We've gone back to 1967 to the classic Silverstone circuit, where we will compare the Ferrari 312-67 to the Lotus Type-49. The Ferrari 312-67 got its name from the 3-liter V12 engine. While the 312 was reasonably successful in 1966, capturing 3 poles and 2 victories, it didn't maintain that same success in 1967, though it did rack up 4 podiums. Regardless, many people felt that the Ferrari was the most beautiful Formula 1 car in the late 60s, and I would certainly say it's the better looking car compared to the Lotus. As for the driving, the Ferrari was a reasonably balanced car, at least for the era, and it was much more balanced than the Lotus. There was never extreme cases of understeer or oversteer in any of the corners, although both handling characteristics were present. The Ferrari V12 has good top-end power, but it felt a little flat in the lower RPMs. Also, I must say the sounds aren't meshed together all that well. To me, it sounds like there are several different engine notes from the car that change very abruptly depending on the RPM and throttle position. While the engine might not be the 312's strong point, it does have a good chassis and stable brakes. With 30 liters in the tank, it's time to get on track and see how fast the Ferrari is. The Lotus Type-49 made its debut in the 1967 Dutch Grand Prix, where Graham Hill put the car on pole and the great Jim Clark took the victory. In fact, the Lotus took pole in every race it competed in that season. With a lot of the credit must be given to Colin Chapman's chassis design, much of the car's success came with the legendary Ford Cosworth DFV power plant, an engine that many Formula 1 teams adopted in the later years. Given this car is basically a bathtub with a powerful engine and big tires, it is downright fast. The Ford Cosworth 3-liter V8 has gobs of power, a very linear power band, and a great throaty sound from the exhaust. The handling of the car, it has its challenges. I found there was plenty of entry oversteer, followed by a lot of mid-corner understeer, that could be countered with throttle oversteer on the exit. Now, if the rear tire stayed hooked up on the exit, the car had enough understeer to push the car right off the pavement. Really, this all means it's a very lively car to drive, and that means it's a very fun car to drive. The brakes could definitely slow the car down, but I found it was much easier to lock the tires compared to the Ferrari, and I even lowered the pressures down to about 95%, and I probably should have even gone less than that. Now, how fast is it? Well, history shows the Lotus is a faster car, and it has all the tools to be fast. But I am not Jim Clark, so let's see how fast I got the car around compared to the Ferrari. So an excitingly close result. Given I only put about 15 to 20 laps in each car, it's natural to assume that there is time to be gained in both cars, with the Lotus having the most potential. For me, the Lotus is the funner, faster, and more enjoyable car to drive, yet I think over a race distance, the Ferrari 312 probably wins the race, as I was much more consistent with it. Now tell me what you guys think. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more head-to-head comparisons in the future, and thanks for watching.